Okay, so good evening, everybody. My name is Adeolu Akiemi, and this is the Sales Mastery Challenge. And in this challenge, what we seek to do is use some of the learnings we have from the Sales Mastery course to actually put ourselves on a challenge to ensure that we are driving passionately to achieve results as individuals and then collectively as a team. That's the objective of this course. That's what we want to do. And one of the things that I've observed that I'd like to share, which we will modify in the forms that people will need to feel daily, is the fact that you will not get results if you are not doing the daily activities. The daily activities may not always bring results, but without daily activities, you are guaranteed not to have results. So if we're going to have results, and the goal for everyone in this challenge, the goal that everybody has in this challenge, and this starts from tomorrow, the goal that everyone has in the challenge is to ensure that you sign up one person, at least one person every day. And in order to achieve that result, it is expected that every day on your calendar, there will be an opportunity to see as much as 10 people. So have a plan, that basically sends your pitches out, sends your invites out, sends your interest out to as many as 20 people, has actual opportunity to show the tools to as many as 10 people, and then is able to follow up on these 10 people so that one can sign up in a day and the others can be carried over into other days, which you are also farming in those days as well, because the more you farm this period, the more the harvest that happens after. So that's what all you want to do is, if by week one you have farmed a lot, by week two you have a lot more appointments. In those weeks where you have appointments, you still farm as well. By week three, you will have a lot more appointments. You still farm as well. By week four, you have a whole truckload of appointments. You still farm as well. And then after these 21 days, your business should not remain the same forever again, because you'll have created open spaces for follow-ups, new sign-ups that have sign-ups coming after them, new people are coming on board who you are helping to get more people. These few weeks will get you busy and will get you ramping enough to be able to take off. Our goal is that after these 21 days, your business will take off. Okay, it will take off in such a way that it will not come down again. And for that to become your reality, one of the key things that needs to happen with you is that you need to maximize 21 days by making sure that there is daily activity. Okay, daily activity. If you are in the house and you hear me and you hear what I've said here, please type it in that chat box. Daily activities equals results. Daily activities equals mid-term to long-term results. So you may not get results for your activity today, but if you use 21 days well and you pump a lot of daily activity, ultimately you will get results. Okay, thank you very much, Oshagoye. Daily activities equals results. Daily activity equals results. So I don't want us to miss it. Every day, send out your pitches. Every day, send out an opportunity for people to engage with people, to invite them to see your opportunity. Every day, show them your tools to see the opportunity, and then begin your follow-up process. Remember, where the gold is in this business is in follow-up. So you want to ensure that you are adding 10 people in this particular challenge, be adding 10 people every day to your follow-up list, so that by the time this challenge is done, you have enough people to follow up with for the next cycle and for the next cycle. And if you can do this 21 days well, roll it into another 30 days, it will almost be a 90-day blitz, and all of us will have been able to run through our own way, and our business will take off. The reason why the income you are earning is not very exciting is because many of us have been driving slowly on the runway. If you drive slowly on the runway, you will continue driving. Your plane will not take off. If you want your plane to take off, you need a period of 30 to 90 days where you do the extraordinary, where you grind, where you do the things you have not done before. This is a strategy, so that once you drive this well and you take off, you are not coming back down again. And that's what I want for you. Okay, I just finished a meeting where I was sharing how your small savings can make much value in 10 years. But we don't want to wait for just small value. You want to create good value, so that as you are doing the one that you are saving this year, you are also driving your energy to build a business that can pay you residual income on its own. There's so much good we can do in this world, so much good that we can do. And that good we can do, first of all, by making sure that on the runway, while we're on the runway, we taxi with speed. I used to work in the airline industry, and it's what we call V1. V1. V1 is the speed you must get to before your aeroplane will take off. That we call it V1. When you accelerate till V1, that's when you can remove your landing gears. That's when you can lift up change your wing formation, and then push the aircraft to fly. If you run on the runway and you don't reach V1, you will overrun the runway because the plane will keep going. It will not be able to fly. So I want to encourage you, if you're here today, activity daily is what's going to create massive results. Massive action creates massive results. Massive action creates massive results. If your action is not massive, your results will not be massive. And it's only when we drive very well in this. So this challenge is for you. It's for you to ensure that the activity you have not done before, you want to do it now. And Dr. Fumi usually shares a story with me. I would like her to share sometime before we close this meeting. And that story essentially is a story of how something like this was what helped her, some time back, to be able to build her business. We had a 30 days challenge like this. She pushed out the challenge and it got her earning enough to begin to start the journey. And this is what you want to do as well. You want to have income you can use to show people and say, I have driven this seriously for the last 30 days. See what I earned. See my alert. See my account. See what is possible. Now, for us to be able to drive this very well, we need to have a concerted effort of exercise. And people use 90 days. I want us to start with 21 days and roll it over until it pumps, until we're able to do it well and do it very well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the house today, I want to encourage you. Massive action, massive results. And it takes a commitment to do this. If you're in the house today and you're committing to massive action, please type in that chat box and say, I commit to massive action. Okay, this commitment is not for me. It is for you. But I'd like you to make that commitment publicly and say, look, I commit to massive action because that's the only way we're going to get results that will make sense. And for you to get results, you need to make results that make sense. I was telling someone, I said, there are people who have driven their businesses for 2 years and they are doing times 10 of what we're doing collectively. Ladies and gentlemen, don't think that anybody's a networker anywhere. All of us are networkers. All of us are going professional. All of us can do what it takes. We only need to follow process, follow sequence, and be willing to drive. And if there's anything stopping you, you have support. You have the support of your 3-star leaders to support you to make maximum stuff happen. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not dull, let's not cool down, let us drive this. Now, what I wanted to share with us very quickly today, as a reminder and a summary, very good, I can see the commitments, commit to massive action. It is when we do it every day. So every day, I am doing my pitches. Every day, I am showing my opportunity to 10 people. Every day. And once I open up anybody, I need to give them 4 to 6 exposures within 7 days to close them. 4 to 6 exposures within 7 days to close them. Every exposure creates the next exposure. Every exposure creates the next exposure. Follow-up is the gold mine of this business. And when I follow up well, I need to know how to convert my customers to distributors or convert my guests to distributors by asking them, this thing you have watched, what kind of income would you like to earn monthly for it to be worth your while? How many hours are you willing to be committing on a monthly basis to achieve this income level? How long would you like to do this for to get to this point? If I show you a way where you can do this immediately, will you be interested and close them into it? All the things we learned early in this week, they are for us to apply and utilize. I'm just doing a quick reminder. And then there's a template. There's a template for your pitch. There's a template for your marketing effort. There's a template for your conversation. And that template is the persuasive selling format. It is how to sell persuasively. And every time you want to write an email, every time you want to write a pitch, every time you want to make a presentation, anytime you want to share your story, anytime you want to sell an idea, use this template. Because if you master this template and you use this template well, you will get results. Your results will be unbelievable. You will achieve results that will astound you. And if I have a witness in the house that this model works and generates results, please help me put your witness in the house. For the coaches in the house who have used this before, and seeing this work, please help me share with people that this works. Let people see, let them know, let them hear from the horse's mouth that this model works. And I want to explain that model to you very quickly as a summary so that we can learn from it and can begin to implement it. Okay, so one, development analysis, it works. Okay, is there any other coach in the house uses it and it works? Number one, if you want to do the persistently format, this is how you can sell multiple millions, hundreds of millions. There are 5 buyer questions. I want to just show you those questions and then I will help you dig into them. Okay, there are 5 questions. And the question that the buyer is asking, okay, the first question there is, does the seller understand my condition? Does the seller understand my condition? Have I demonstrated in any way that I understand the seller's conditions, limitations, opportunities, and needs? Why is this important? It's important because the most important thing is to understand your customer. It is not what you want to sell that matters. The hat you want to wear is the hat of how can I help? How can I help? How can I help this person? And if you really want to help the person, you may not make a sale. Okay? Many of us are so preoccupied by our goals that we don't seek to understand. The best way to sell well with this format is to be willing not to sell. When you're willing not to sell, to say, you know what, I want to build a relationship with my customer. I may not sell, but if I get this relationship well, I will sell multiple times over. I don't want to make one sale that makes me an enemy. I want to make a sale that creates for me a friend that does multiple sales. In order to make this happen, I can't go into that conversation thinking about myself. I need to go into that conversation thinking about my customer. I need to go into that conversation thinking about the person that I want to sell to and asking myself, this person I want to sell to, do I understand what their condition is? Because it's when I understand them that I'm going to be able to sell to them the best. Okay, the best way I'm going to be able to sell to them will come from understanding them. It is when I have clarity about, okay, this is how the person is thinking, this is what this person has as a challenge, this is what this person is seeing. It is only when I have gotten to understand my customer, okay, that I'm able to sell perfectly. And why? Because I'm going to use what I've understood as the basis for how I'm going to make my sales speech. Okay, this is very, very interesting. And I'd like you to get this. Very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very interesting. It is my understanding of their conditions, their limitations, their opportunities, and their needs that is going to guide me and give me what I need to have to be able to sell to them. If I do not understand them clearly and I do not get exactly what they need, I will not be able to sell to them as I ought. Okay? I will only be able to sell to them well when I first of all invest in understanding them. Now, this is very, very crucial. This is very, very important. This is so important, I cannot overemphasize it. I can't say it better. I can't say it more. So what am I trying to do? In my first few engagements, if I'm going to be able to connect with a customer, I must be able to speak their language. And how does that work? How that works is I must be able to say, you know, I understand you. Okay, so I may need to engage. I may need to give them the link to the solution packs page for them to show me what they have interest in, for them to show me what they like. Okay, I want to engage them. I want to understand. I want to empathize. So it is when I've had that understanding, I can say, okay, I see that you like to earn extra income. I can say, I see, sometimes I can go with an assumption of my understanding of the customer. But it's very important for me before I make my pitch to understand the customer a little bit so that I can make sure that my presentation is within the context of understanding them. This is important. So I'm asking, do I know my buyer's condition? Do I know my buyer's needs? Do I know my buyer's limitations? Do I know their opportunities? Do I know that they don't have money to do the business? Do I know that they have things that they need? They have an health challenge. Do I know that they have some opportunities? You know, they would like to, they are in a local government area, they have access to some particular kind of people. Do I know those details? And can I leverage those details to ensure that I can communicate effectively to them. So I need to know their conditions. I need to know their limitations. I need to know I need to get my customer. Okay. I need to show that I get them. And as a case study that I share, you've watched the videos, that case study helps you to show that your opening statement must show understanding. Okay. Your opening statement must show understanding. I don't want to sell solution packs. I don't want to sell reader. I want to sell solutions. So in order to sell solutions, I must understand the challenge. Okay. I must understand the challenge. I need to speak to that challenge. So it's very important. One of the key things, very, very key things helpful in the journey of helping people this way is understanding their needs. It's understanding where they're coming from. Remember that story, that adage, that nobody cares what you know until they know how much you care. Okay, it's true. Nobody really cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So it's very important that we show that we demonstrate that. And then once I've demonstrated that, everything triggers the next. The next port of call after I've demonstrated I understand my customer is I state my idea clearly. Okay, clear idea. What exactly is the idea? State it. So if I understand them, this is wondering, okay, like for example, somebody wanted to sell a book on parenting, and I helped him with the pitch today. And I said, look, when you want to write your story, right here, I know that every parent wants their child to do well. Having been a teacher for the last 10 years and engaged with children, I have come to discover what I believe is required to make children do well. I've demonstrated understanding. So the next line is the idea. I have managed to pack all these ideas together into a book. This book is very affordable and easy to read. Wow. How does that work? You only need to pick up this book and read it for the next 90 days, and each chapter ends with action steps. Do the action steps every week, and in the next 90 days, you will have increased your child's odds of being successful in life. Wow. Tell me more. You want your child to do well? Your child's going to do well. You want your child to concentrate in class? He will concentrate in class. You want your child to understand the things you've been trying to get across to them? They will understand. You don't want to waste money on school fees. You want to get value for their money? This is going to make you happy. What am I doing? I'm reinforcing the benefits. The person is thinking, okay, so how do I get this book? Well, if you want to get this book, here's the link. You can pay with your card, or you can order for the book, we'll deliver to you. You can pay on delivery. That's the 5-step process. Demonstrate that you understand your customer, share the idea, explain how it works, reinforce the key benefits, easy next steps. It works all the time. Your pitch is cast in understanding the customer, stating the idea, how does it work, key benefits, easy next steps. If you do this well, you will achieve results that will surprise you. Okay, the results will shock you, and that's what we want to do. We want to ensure that you have results that literally shock you. Okay, literally shock you. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it. But there is no way we're going to achieve phenomenal results except we are having phenomenal activity. Okay, as we do more, we have more. As we do more, we enjoy more results. More. Any week you're not doing anything is a week you're guaranteed not to have results. So we're going to modify the forms a bit to begin to capture what did you do today? Did you see 10 people today? How big is your follow-up list already now at this point? How many people are you following up on that are hopeful? These are the things you begin to see in the forms you are filling daily. Because now everybody has a goal of ensuring that they sign up at least one person per day. Now, some days you will miss. So I know some people in these teams, understand this. I know some people in these teams who are looking for big deals. What are they doing? They are not doing daily. They are looking for a few key people who can bring in 100 signups per time. It's not a bad strategy. Okay? Do what works for you. But some people you're going to see some people some days, some people are going to come in and say, we have 50 signups today. And it's because they've been cooking it for 1 week. Some other people are going to be doing the daily grind. 1 today, 2 tomorrow, 3 today, 2 tomorrow. 1 today, 2 tomorrow, 3 tomorrow, 2 today, 1 today. And then it's going to build up as well. But ladies and gentlemen, it's a challenge. And the reason why we're doing together is so that we can have the positive peer pressure driving us to achieve results. So already today we have some people who are featured a few times. Okay? We have a few people who are featured a few times. That's solid. Okay, so what you want to do is we want to keep the momentum going. We want to keep it going further. And I'm going to get a few people to share with us to say, look, what have I done that has worked? Okay, what have I done that has worked? And how can others benefit from this as well? How can others do this as well? Well, ladies and gentlemen, GoPro, if you don't have a copy of GoPro, please get a copy of GoPro. That is our professional manual. Get one in the office, get one from Fash. You'll get it for about 2,000 naira. Get a GoPro. If you have that already, this is Mastery ebook. You can get from IBG. We will give it to you at a discount. If you don't need it, no problem. Watch those videos. I want us closing sales like we mean business. One of the goals of this particular challenge is for us to be able to, as a group, drive in over 500 signups. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do this. Okay, all that everybody in this group needs to do is ensure that on a daily basis they have somebody who is going to close every day, and then you can close 30 people, 21 people over the course of this period, and we can have many of us doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do phenomenal things, we can achieve phenomenal results, we can earn phenomenal income. Massive action equals massive results. So I'm going to pause very quickly and get a few people to share with us. I know Dr. Fumi has the story that she shares. I'll give her an opportunity to share her story. And then anybody else that wants to share, please raise up your hand. You've had an experience. Mrs. Abosede won 2 days consecutively now. Mrs. Dipe won 1 day. Please share with us. It's a competition, it's a challenge. We want to win, but let's share our secrets and share our learnings with people so that they can also plug into what we're doing as well. I know that a few days from now, you'll begin to see some people coming with 50 signups, 100 signups. Somebody's working on 1,000 signups. Okay, that's going to happen as well. So watch out for them. Okay, well, let's go. Let me start with, I can see Mrs. Digwe's hand up. So Mrs. Digwe, I cite you. I'm going to call you up. But before then, let's have Dr. Fumi Aino. You can unmute.
Okay, I've done that.
Yes.
Thank you, CM. Good evening, everyone. Yes, I know I normally share about earlier on in the business, Reader had not even been launched. We had basically just taken position, but I had just decided that I'm going to do this. And we had this 30-day challenge from I think it's from the 5th of November, 2018 to the 5th to December. And I just decided that I'll do everything we're asked to do. I know sometimes it was a bit, I was a bit tired, I was a bit bored, but I just said no. I pushed out those posts every day. And that month, I added 26 new members to my team. Even I was shocked. Some of them were even sign-ups from sign-ups, but 26 new members. And for me, that's why I mean, even though this time is not the best time for me to do the challenge, I insisted I just have to be part of it, because those challenges, they make you do that little bit extra. And it's even, I saw it in action today. I throughout the day, I'd been doing other things, and I just sat down, I said, no, I need to do something. And I did that something, and I had a sign up just today. So it's those little things that you keep doing regularly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fumi. Okay. The little things we are doing regularly is what creates the results. Thank you very much for reminding us of that. That's beautiful. 26 people joined that team in a period of 30 days. It can only have been a challenge. And I want to challenge all of us here today. Our hands can't hit what our eyes can't see. If you don't make up your mind, this is the goal I want to achieve, you won't achieve it. So the reason why we have the groups is so that the groups can tell themselves, our group, we want to do 100. Our group, we want to do 300, and then drive yourselves in the group to achieve the results. Coaches, I want to see the winning coaches, the winning groups this time around. It's going to be exciting for them because they have some funds to share already. As well, coaches, I want to see this particular challenge is the challenge. It's been rehearsals all the way before. This is when the real thing gets down. Mrs. Mutukwa, you can unmute. Let's hear you. Signed up 4 people in 1 day. Show us the way. Got so for us.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for the encouragement. My success on that first day, all I did was, I was a coach. I did the sales mastery class and other thing. I signed up some people, but as at that sales mastery class, I left some people without follow-up. So for the first day, immediately the CM mentioned follow-up. I remembered. So I just went to my phone. I called them one after the other. And I noticed that some of they have promised that they will send their money and they're going to do the registration. So I now called them. I said, sorry, this thing is, the promo is closing. It's closing, and I don't know if you'll be able to meet the solution pack promo again. Because you promised last month, I'm supposed to end this last month, but they have extended it. And I don't know, maybe in the next 1 week, it may close. And before I knew what was happening, said, please, don't allow it to close. I want it. I know I've promised. Even one said I should send the product, you send me money. I said, no, send the money first because I need to buy the voucher. It's voucher we are talking about now. So that subsequent purchases, you can now be buying directly from the company using your username or from me, and I'll be selling at company's price. So that's why you have to get the voucher. So because of the voucher, something I said, anytime they can close the voucher, you can remember I told you Dr. Connect, 60,000. Now it's now 90,000. If you want to do Dr. Connect, you will pay 90. So if you don't want to pay more, this is the time. And before I knew what was happening, they paid up. And those that have not even finished their payment, they are still pending. I've not bought their voucher, so I have not registered them. Or at least I was able to get that 4 out of almost, but I called almost like 20. I worked on about 20 people. So
Very, very good, ma.
so it's not just that 4, about so consistency and knowing your customers. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Dikwe. Thank you so
Yes, sir.
much. Yeah. I hope we're able to catch the lessons from what she shared. So the key lessons here are very clear. 1, follow up. Remember, we said that's where the gold in this business is. So the initial coaching that she did for sales mastery class led to plenty of people she needed to follow up. And in order to get 4, she had to follow up with 20. So that's 20%. 20% is a very good percentage. So if I want to achieve, remember I said, if you want to achieve 1, do 10. She did 20 and achieved 4. That's a very, very good result. That's 20%. It can be less and sometimes it can be more. So follow up, and follow up is integrity. If you want to be a professional, do your business with integrity. Following up is doing what you promised to do. And I like the way she did it as well. It's a promo. Okay, you need to sell. It's a promo. It's 85,000 naira for the social pack normally. Many of us are not thinking ahead. We just tell them what's the price, 65,000. They will price it. Tell them the price is 85,000 naira. Allow them to say, wow, it's a lot. Okay? Is a principle in influence. It's called concession. Okay? When I tell you that something is 100,000 naira, and I now tell you you can buy it for 80,000 naira, 80,000 naira suddenly looks cheap, at least cheaper. Meanwhile, if what I told you first was 80,000 naira, you will feel it was expensive. Because you have seen more expensive, it now looks reasonable. So you need to use the law of concession to ensure that 85,000 naira is the price. But there's a lot. Okay, well, there's a promo going on where you can get it for 65. Say, really? Yes. The promo is available this month or this week. And then you know what? If you make up your mind and you get on board this today, I can ensure it's delivered to you free of charge. You know, you are layered it. You are doing it properly. That's how you to do it from sales mastery. You understand, you plan it ahead. You don't just go and say, it's 10,000 naira. No, you state the price that allows you to give them a concession, allows you to give them multiple concessions if you can, and then allows you to close the sale and then follow up. So follow up is doing what you say you will do. And remember this, we shared this, the purpose of every exposure is to set up another exposure. Every exposure should lead to the next exposure. And then as a professional, You want to ensure that the exposures close, the 4 to 6 exposures that they need to go through before they are closed happens within 1 week. If you are able to condense the exposures for better results, then you are a professional. You are not a poser or an amateur. Okay, so these are very good lessons from Mrs. Dipe. We saw how she used it. Pick the lessons and let's use the lessons as well. Dr. Fumi said she did what she needed to do. She signed up 1 person today. Mrs. Dipe said she did 20, she signed up 4. Imagine you grind like that daily. You can get 40 new people joining your team in a period of 10 days. But just do what you need to do. And once you do that and it starts and it sparks off, everybody you sign up in that season will also catch a little fire as well that will burn with them going forward. Mrs. Modupe Ojo has won 2 days consecutively. Please share with us the lessons on what you are doing. Let us learn from you. Cut so for us. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yes. It's about follow-up too. But my follow-up is different, small. I called them, but at the same time, I just take another step that I should meet all these people one-on-one to let them know what I'm telling them on phone. So I took the step and I met them. The first person joined me in the office at Ikeja. So that very day, she signed up. And her husband that has been making jest of our products also sign up. But the husband tell me something. He said he liked the concept of Green Mondays. And that is the reason why he would like to do the business, because he don't want his wife to do any networking business again because of all what she has passed through in other businesses. But in Green Mondays, immediately the woman registered her husband and her sister. The money she collected was wow. She said, just like that. Hey, my husband has already told me that I should not do anything again. No. Immediately, she has been telling me that she will now be looking for.
We're not hearing you again.
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That her husband also has asked her that she should ask me what will cost her to become trade partner. I say she just needs to start the business before going to trade partner or whatever. But she already has it in mind to do it. Then some other people that I've been talking to also come on board when I persist in calling them and try to see them one-on-one again. So one-on-one conversation assisted me to register those people that I registered the last 2 days. Thank you, sir.
Well done. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abosedi Ojo. So that's follow-up and one-on-one contact. I hope we are taking the lessons. She followed up with them face-to-face, and she was able to win the award for 2 days consecutively. I know that COVID-19 took us away from face-to-face meetings, but thank God for vaccine. Thank God for a decline of COVID-19 in our environment. Thank God that life is returning gradually to normalcy in many countries and in Nigeria as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hearing the formulas. It's follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. It's massive action that creates massive results. The day you don't do anything, you don't expect any results. And guess what? What we do today is tomorrow's harvest. What we do today will lead to harvest tomorrow. And if you do too much today, you may be too overwhelmed for tomorrow. So don't run all the race today. That's what they call the 20 miles. I think daily 20 miles or something like that. That says, do today sufficient for you to be able to repeat tomorrow and to be able to repeat the day after tomorrow. So don't burn out in one day and then take a 3 days vacation. In this period, you want to keep doing. And let me tell you this for free. So one of the people that Mrs. Ojo met, that she met in the office, I told her, look, if you're around, bring the person to my office. Let me spend a minute or two with the person as well. Leaders are willing to help. We are willing to support you. If you have a meeting that you have, is a Zoom meeting, he has 50 people, 40 people, 30 people gathering together, and you need my help to show up for 30 minutes, and it's not clashing with anything else, I will come to help you. If you need anybody leaders help, you need any of your coaches help, they will come to help you. So you have support. You're not in business by yourself. You are in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You can get help. I'd like one more person to share. Is there anybody who has something exciting happening with them that they would like to pass across to the rest of us? Please raise your hand so that I can give you opportunity to speak and share with us, and then we'll close. Anybody else? Just one person? One more person. Someone shared in the box here, says, I followed 7 people today and signed 1 only. That's a good number. That's very good average. You follow 7, sign up 1. That's better than 10%. Okay, anybody else? Quickly, one person. One person. Let's take somebody else's lesson. Somebody who's achieving something, who is doing something, who is driving. Anybody else? Okay, so in the absence of anybody else who wants to share, I think the points are clear, and it's a good place to call it a day today. There's an attendance form for this meeting. There are points for attending. So let me just share the attendance form. The video recording will be sent to all the groups so everybody can watch as well and participate. Ladies and gentlemen, this challenge is up. Let's give it what it takes. Let's drive hard, every one of us. Let's not be left out in winning the awards. 500,000 naira is available for grabs. It can be you. It should be you. Okay? I know Mrs. Feyo Ogunlesi has promised that she will win. Yes, you can bring them on board. Mrs. Feyo Ogunlesi, bring them to GM, bring them in. Anybody, just get them on board. That's fine. Any other, let's get people on board this month. Let's drive hard. Let's achieve phenomenal results. There's nothing we want to achieve that we can't achieve. At this time, let's make it happen. Okay? Let's make it happen. Okay? Someone says we're 33. Don't feel for anybody. We're 35. Okay, with me, 33. Okay, so I'd like us to do something before we close out today. Very quickly, I'd like you to write in that box there what our goal is. Okay? Right there, 1 sign up daily. 1 sign up daily. Massive action equals massive results. If you're going to get massive results, it's because you did massive action. 1 sign up daily. So ladies and gentlemen, let's fill the form. Thank you very much, Mr. Ogunlesi. 1 sign up daily. Let's do this. We can do this. Okay, we can do this. We can drive this. We can make this happen. I am dashing out sign-ups. Okay, good. Mr. Ebo, it says 40 sign-ups for this period. Great. And what's your goal? What's the goal for your group? The group you are leading. What group? What's your goal for the group? Let's see the groups as well so that we can be encouraged. Group 1, what's the goal? Group 2, what's the goal? If everybody achieves their goal, imagine what will happen within your team. So let's drive hard. Let's make this happen. Let's make this good. We can do phenomenal with this. I expect to see fireworks from our teams. Let's tighten up the goals. Let's tighten up the numbers. Olamiji, please adjust the forms. We want to see number of follow-ups. Did you do 10 follow-ups per day? Yes or no? Did you do 10 follow-ups today? Yes or no? Did you send out pitches to 10 people today? Yes or no? Let's see those answers so that we can begin to see how we award special awards to the people who are doing the things that they're supposed to be doing consistently. Okay? For each of the groups, please set your goals. Set your group goals and let's know what the group goals are and let's be driving towards them. I think we need to share the back office with the coaches as well. Let the coaches be able to see what people are feeling. They may not be able to edit, but they can see and they can assemble the scores for their team and see which member of the team is not feeling. So share the Excel sheet with all the coaches Let them be able to see what's going on there as well. Mr. Ben, 3 VIPs is 3 signups. That's far less than the goal we want. You need to do 30 signups, okay, or 21 signups in the time. 3 VIPs don't cut it. They don't make it better. Okay, everybody in this business will become VIP, even if they start as bronze. Okay, everybody will need to upgrade to become VIP, even if they start as bronze. So 3 VIPs is just 3 signups that allows you to win one day, maybe. But that's what you want to do. You want to achieve the maximum that is possible. Okay, everyone, I think it's a good place to draw the curtains today. Thank you very much for making today's meeting. There's a meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. We have, I'm trying to, close up John Mokoro to speak with us tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'm also getting a few high-profile people from different networks to come and share their stories with us. Let's learn from their stories. It's an industry we're in together, so let's maximize the opportunities we can use to learn. So we have John tomorrow. I'm trying to work on the number 1 person in Longreach, Dr. Titi Ejimauga. I want to get her as well. She has 1 million downlines. Let her come and share with us how it has compounded over the last 10 years. We're going to get people from different markets, different businesses to share with us as well, so that we can learn from their stories. We're in the same industry, and different people have different colors and flavors to what we're doing. We can learn from anybody. We can learn from everybody. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure sharing with us tonight. Do have a beautiful evening.